Hi guys, this is knivesfishwild and this video is a video response and a contest entry to Knives and Stuff or Kylie Harris's contest about knowing how to get your blunt shit sharp. Okay, here's this competition, and this competition is to encourage the knife community, especially on YouTube, okay, to be able to know how to maintain your knife, get it sharp if it gets blunt, since you are a knife owner. And I advocate and encourage the very same thing, because if you are a knife owner, you are like a pet owner. You must know how to look after, your pet. Same thing, if you are a knife user, a knife owner, then you should be able to at least have a basic level of sharpening skill. It is important because when you use your knives, over time, inevitably it gets dull. And when it gets dull, being able to restore it to working condition, good utility working condition rather, is essential and is basic. Okay, so there are going to be other entries. I'm doing this video not just to compete for the prize. Well, I haven't won any competition so far. However, I just want to make this video, a contest entry as well as something useful, and hopefully to make a contribution to the knife community on YouTube. What I'm going to show is my knife kit, okay, my sharpening kit. And this particular kit is, I would use this, or I can use this indoors, but also still inside here are the tools that I would need, all the tools I would need for outdoors. Because we might go outdoors into the wilderness, to the trails, and wherever, a camping trip or whatever. So it's good to have a sharpening kit with you, a portable one. And inside here are all the essential things I believe that I need for sharpening. First off, this is my folder. This is the Lone Wolf Blackfoot, and I could have chosen any other knife to dull, but this knife is, truth be told, my most important EDC knife. So for me to dull this for the competition, or for demonstration purpose, is not easy for me. However, I will do it and show how I get it back to utility sharpness. So before we begin, let me just show you the current condition of it, which is the condition I would keep my utility blade, in the sharpness. I think it is pretty sharp, right? Okay, so this is my usual sharpness. So let me just dispose of this paper before we move on. Well, let's see what's inside this sharpening kit. Rubber bands. I just put it one side. This plastic, I don't think I need it anymore. Oh, just place it here. It's okay. So what I have inside here are three essential pieces. Actually, the most essential thing is this portable whetstone. This is a dual-sided portable whetstone. This particular one is the Fall-Niven DC4 whetstone, and this gold silver side is diamond surface. The other side is ceramic. This is a piece of leather, pretty thick piece, and this piece of leather I salvaged from one of my useless, poorly made sheath. So I cut out a nice rectangular piece from it and coated the rough side with Buck River green compound. Okay, it's a stropping compound. So this is my portable leather strop. As you can see, this leather is pretty firm, so it's good. It's not a soft piece of leather. It can flex, but able to hold on its own. And finally, this is simply sandpaper, 320 grit, silicon carbide. And why I chose 320 is because it's an in-between roughness. It can do some light restoration, as well as it can refine the edge. It is good enough in my opinion. Okay, so this is a good middle ground. I'm not going to carry a lot of I want it to be minimal rather. Okay, I want this kit to be minimal. So we'll just put this aside. Okay, so first off, after having shown you the sharpness of the knife before dulling, now I will go on to the heart-wrenching part of having to dull my knife. I'll run it through the oh man, this is going to be painful, the ceramic. Okay, this is the first time I've ever done such a thing to my knife. Let's take out a piece of paper. Oh man. Is it? Oh man. The because it's a the edge is very fine, and now you can see how it cuts now. This is no working edge to me, no longer a working edge, and might have made one too many passes. Look at it. I can slide my finger, across the blade without getting cut. No bleeding. So, dull knife. So we can proceed with the sharpening. Alright, so out in the field, this kit I have here, I would, what I'm going to show today is a skill whereby it's important in the outdoors, which is freehand sharpening. And often if you are out in the trails or camping, you might not have a nice tabletop, a flat surface to do your sharpening. So you would need to hold the portable whetstone in your hand, and that is what I'm going to do. And you won't have much of a luxury, a nice platform or whatever. So what I'm going to demonstrate is something that is realistic, that you can use it anytime out in the wild. Okay, hence the name knivesfishwild. So you have to hold your whetstone in a safe manner. When I mean safe, it is to keep your fingertips below the very surface of the whetstone. Okay, you can support it with a third finger like this. Okay, note my index finger. All these fingers, my thumb and the middle finger, they are all not exposed. Okay, so it's a simple 3-finger grip. Why? Because you don't want to cut yourself out in the wild, because any wound is not going to be it might get septic. Okay, and try not to bleed or hurt yourself in the dirty wilderness. Okay, so hold it safely. Okay, position your knife, get yourself loosen up if you need to, don't be too stiff about it. Okay, I was scratching my ear. So okay, so put the knife roughly maybe like a 15-degree angle or so. Okay, this, by the way, is a VH knife with a micro convex edge previously. So whatever, out in the wild, you don't care. You just get your edge to working sharpness first. Okay, that's the basic, and that's all I ask, for people to know how to do. If you want to bring your knife out into the wild, be able to maintain it and sharpen it in the wild. Okay, so and notice the blade curve and all, yep, so you know how to sharpen your knife. Take your time, aim, angle it, so this, I think it's roughly I'm not good with degrees, but maybe it's like 15 degrees or so, about there, around there, so we shall start the process of sharpening. Remember your fingertips, and the sharpening process begins. Shouldn't be too difficult. Of course, we start on the diamond surface. You see, notice, since the fingertips are out of the way, you can do things safely. notice when we first put the edge on the diamond side, it is more or less a what I would call a perpendicular motion, maybe slightly angular. That is to remove metal from the edge, as well as create some burrs. But this is the first part. Okay, so after having done that, just simply quickly check the edge. You can use your fingers, check the edge. Not that great. Then lightly, second round, just do it more lightly. Don't use too much force on the diamond. You don't really have to. Just slightly, do this side-to-side motion. Let's feel the edge again. By the way, this steel is S30V steel, so it's not a very easy steel to sharpen. Okay, it's one of the harder steels. The knife was pretty reasonably dulled. Okay, so just wipe it off. If you have nothing, just improvise on your piece of leather. Clean off the metal particles. If you don't have a tissue paper, then we can feel the burrs and all. What you do next, okay, I advocate, is to slide your edge now at an angle, as you can see. Previously I was doing this, right, throughout the length or the curve of the edge. Now I apply the blade in one direction at an angle on the stone. All right. Okay, feel the edge. Okay, what that does, when you do this, is that I believe it removes some of the serrations. It refines the edge when you do this. Notice I'm just running through slowly in steps and speaking out so that you can understand. But if you do this normally, not doing an instruction, it shouldn't take much time, and you can speed things up, of course, as you get familiar with it. So when you are satisfied, just run it through the diamond, lightly. Learn to control, and lighten it. And what I can feel right now is that it's getting better. Okay, now to the ceramic. Same thing, doing this, 90 to 70 degrees side to side motion, perpendicular to the whetstone. Now let's feel the edge. All right. Let's feel if there are any rolls as well, or burrs. If there are, lightly just pass it through. Okay, and same thing, do this angle pass through the ceramic. Now let's feel the edge. Okay, it is, it feels sharper than before. Some rolls over here. Oh well, let's do some passes. More passes on the diamond side. All right. Yep. Much sharper now than before. All right. Now, just pick up this makeshift portable leather strap. Strap it a few times across this green compound. Very fast, very easy. And look at it, I use the whetstone as a base for it. You can also use your your belt, your leather belt as a strap, or even your jeans cloth. It can help to refine the edge. Right? Let's feel the edge. Wow, feels good to me. Why not we check it out on paper? So as you can see, the sandpaper is unused. let's try the paper cutting. As you can see, and here, just running it lightly across. It was dull and almost, or rather couldn't cut paper before. And now, you can hear and see clearly that it cuts like before. Who knows, maybe even slightly better. Let's try to do a cut. Okay, some fine cuts. Normal 45 degrees, no problems. Seems to be a clean edge to me. And so, what I have demonstrated, with all these paper cuts, is that, if you get your knife dull, all you need, is a portable diamond ceramic whetstone, a improvised leather strap, and voila, you can get this thing back to, well, seems to me, near perfect sharpness. And it is hair popping sharp. Quite amazing, that just two pieces, no water stones, no ceramic stones, sandpaper, nothing fancy at all. Just improvised and simple, very basic sharpening tools can get you to this. Let's do, couple more passes on each side of the blade. Feel it. I would say this is even sharper than before, and I'm pretty pleased, honestly, with myself. Anyway, what are these rubber bands for? Well, I just keep it in the same kit so that it might have use. Maybe to secure some things, I don't know. Okay, let's put it aside. And this is pretty thick cardboard. It is double layer corrugated cardboard, and we're going to cut this with the knife. Okay. Whoops, flew off too far. So this is pretty difficult and tough cut as far as cardboard goes. But this knife, this edge is able to process it. So this, I would say, okay, is the end of my video, and I hope that in this 30 minutes and some extra, you have gained something, and you can actually do this whole thing in maybe maximum 5 minutes. You might be able to just do it in 3 to 5 minutes, from diamond stone to stropping. As you can see, nothing fancy at all. You don't have to order some otter box, filled with all kinds of supplies if you do not have, the kind of funds. If you have, no problem. But I just want to say that, you can have a waterproof sharpening kit for the wild and at home, just like that. To tell you frankly, you have seen a lot of my videos. You have seen how sharp my knives are, and truth be told, this is the only sharpening stone I have. I use this outside, but also at home as well. Nothing else. And you have seen my KSF double-sided leather strop. Well, I use that and sandpaper to do most of my sharpening, as well as this Fall-Niven DC4 whetstone. I'm not advertising this product, but this is simply the only product that I have, and that's all. There is nothing fancy. Just work on your technique, and honestly, this knife is very sharp. I would say sharper than before. For the sake of entertainment, let's just do one last cut test, paper cut test. Okay, so as you can see, just with primitive tools, you can get your knife sharp again. Alright. Sorry, angle the paper correctly. There seems to be, a slight hitch over here. Let's try it again. After the corrugated cardboard, we have experienced some, slight edge problem. That goes to show, cardboard is pretty hard on knife edges, and because it has some abrasive particles in it, it's okay, just strop it once more. I'm pretty impressed with this self-made leather strop. Just choose a thick piece of leather yourself. Let's feel the edge again. Looks good. Let me clean up the tabletop. Get my last piece of paper. Oh, such a mess now. Okay. Cuts cleanly after the stropping. Some hitches might be very small. chip or micro roll. But on the whole, this knife, including the tip, is now more than utility sharp in my opinion. Okay, but it's debatable, but who cares? It's still at least utility sharp. So this is the end of my video now, finally, and this is knivesfishwild. Hope you have gained something. Rather long video, but I hope you enjoy it, and it's helped you somewhat. So all the best to the other people participating in this. I think it's a good thing, and a good thing for the community. So cheers, all the best, take care, bye bye.